Nintendo are releasing, if Smash is to be believed to come out as a port as well, Nintendo this year will be releasing a Zelda game, a Mario Kart game, a Mario game, and if Smash is also ported, that's for 4 of their biggest franchises coming out this year. That's insane. Like, they better have some good stuff lined up for next year. If,
Mario Party.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, it's worth noting that there are everyone's been on about the third-party support. There is stuff coming. Like I said before, we got Skyrim. I know it's a 5-year game.
That's been the problem for the last 2 consoles.
Yeah. Well, EA are on board with FIFA. I don't know how good it'll be. I know I'm not a huge FIFA fan anymore, but for people that want that, it's coming. We've got NBA basketball coming. We've got yeah, there's a lot of sports games in there. I think we've got Rayman coming as well, and Steep from Ubisoft.
Rayman would be pretty sweet.
Well, it's a port of the Wii U version.
Oh, is it? Oh,
but it depends on. It's called Definitive Edition, so it depends on what they add. But the third party support is there, but it's mostly from indie games at the moment, which I'm okay with because there's a lot of good indie games coming.
The Wii U already had that anyway.
Yeah, as long as they keep supporting that, I'm happy.
Just be more of the same.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with the big things. If you go, there are 80 games confirmed and stuff coming out for this. There's a lot. I mean, I should say as well. We've got Fire Emblem Warriors coming out. Fire Emblem's become such a big thing for Nintendo now as well.
I'm so up for Fire Emblem Warriors.
So Hyrule Warriors is a great game. So taking the next step, putting Fire Emblem characters in there, is a no-brainer to me.
Oh, is that what it is? It's like a Fire Emblem hack and slash?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Which is there are so many characters they can draw from in that game. I can't wait. So,
big Dynasty Warriors fan. More about this.
Yeah, and I've only ever played Hyrule Warriors, and if all the games like that, they are good fun. All in all, my impressions are that maybe the content isn't quite as full on as we'd like, but actually overall the first year isn't terrible. It's actually quite a good...
No, it seems better than...
Yeah.
A lot of launch lineups.
I think it's solid. If Zelda and Mario are in there, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's,
I will say, and now, unless you really want Zelda, you probably should wait, to buy a Switch. You're probably better off buying something when Splatoon 2 comes out, or, a bit later when Mario comes out, because then you've got Splatoon 2.
Being an early adopter just helps the company.
Yeah, which is what I'm doing. I put my hands up, I have pre-ordered one, but...
You should never early adopt.
No, you should wait.
Wait for some reviews.
Yeah, wait.
The Switch is terrible. You don't want to be lumbered with a pre-order.
Moving on, and to one of the last things to talk about is Nintendo's planned online service and this phone app. So let me give you some kind of idea of what they've shown off. We don't know much about this, but what we do know has caused a lot of controversy. Nintendo's online service at the moment is it will be free up until I think near the end of the year, and then it becomes a paid service, which. Yeah, that sucks. Depends how much it is. If it's an annual thing, then cool, whatever. But it might be a monthly subscription. What they're promising is, access to playing online games, a bunch of other features, apparently special deals. But I think the one thing that people have got up in arms about the most is the fact that they're going to be giving away a free NES or SNES game once a month. You get it for the month, and then they take it away again. So you get you only get it for that time. But from what I've heard, a lot of this stuff's getting online added functions to it, so I don't know whether that means you can be able to play over online and stuff, or these old games or not. But it's definitely riled up a few people, and I think mainly because Nintendo have got a lot to prove when it comes to their online stabilities and how poor some of their online is. Now, like I said before, Splatoon is probably their best outing to date. That game actually ran really well. Smash, even though... Brawl on the Wii.
Brawl Online was shit.
Brawl Online on the Wii was terrible.
Yeah.
To be fair, Smash 4, for the most part, most of the games I played is very minuscule lag. It's still annoying in a fighting game. Mario Kart is okay, but they haven't really shown that they're capable of having a very consistent online thing. Their eShop on the Wii, I actually really like. A lot of people give it flack, but I think it's very simple and I can find stuff. But they need to prove with this that this is actually worth paying for, and this is a lot of contention at the moment because they better come out the gates with good services, because if it tells them to pay for it, no one's going to want to pay for this.
Yeah, it's always a problem because nowadays you can't just say, hey, here's your Xbox Live subscription, you can now use the internet. Because since 360 now, people don't think it's a good idea to pay to use internet as a console.
Yeah.
It's those days are kind of gone now, so you have to offer something. PlayStation 3 did it really well, where it was just free. Then you paid to have the membership. Then you got to keep the games every time you did a month. There's a new game you got. this you're only like renting them, and you can't choose what you're renting, which seems a bit crap.
Yeah. And why is it a NES or a SNES game? Like, at least make it N64 games. And there's rumours that it's going to be GameCube games. Make it that. Make it like something.
It should just be access to their online library.
Oh
like,
my
if
god.
it's just NES and SNES,
just upload loads of it.
I mean, you can fucking fit all those things into a memory stick and just plug it into their server.
But I still think like Nintendo fans are going to jizz all over the NES and SNES access. Surely.
Of course they are.
But then
It's still good.
But then
like,
you'd be
you
like-
still get to play like Super Metroid, Link to the Past, and all these
yeah, but
things.
for like a month, and it's gone again.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. But
I'm so unfamiliar with online services.
Yeah.
I should just not comment in this section
No,
because I don't really play online games
But
or anything.
the thing
so.
is that like they said, Nintendo have come out and said they are going to add online functionality to these old games, but I don't know whether that means leaderboards or whether that means you can now play the
But
original
it's
Super
just-
Mario Brothers over online with somebody else.
It's Nintendo entirely with like online stuff. So they still do the thing where like they're going to have voice chat now, but it's like a mobile app.
We'll get onto that in a minute, but yes, that is the case.
Like I just,
Well, to be fair, right? Like,
they don't seem to really get to understand the whole thing. It was like, no, we got to protect the children. Oh no, we got to protect the children.
they've done away with friend codes now.
Nintendo. But it's like such a bitch to try and like add someone on like
So
the 3DS or like just send like a message to someone. Like it's so backwards now. It's like you don't have to pretend the children and like protect them. If you want to do that, have like an age gate on some like children's accounts.
yeah, they've done that now on this.
But like let the grown-ups, message someone. There's some guy playing Big Tail music in the background with his microphone
Oh,
on.
God, they're
So
the
you have
worst.
to mute all the people. I'm a big boy, Nintendo.
Let's talk about the phone app then, because this is, I think, a really good idea and a really bad idea at the same time. So the way that it works, it's a phone app that lets you connect with. There's no more friend codes. You add people that you want to add, and you also do the voice chat for it by using a Bluetooth headset or something into your phone. Now, while this is actually quite good, is because if you're out playing your Switch on the go and you're connected to some Wi-Fi or something, having it all on your phone makes sense. The problem is how much of this is going to drain your battery. Because it's only so long your phone's going to last while you're doing it. Like, really good. We don't know like how good what this app's going to do. This app could do loads of things.
Also
It
has
really
a
good.
problem of like, getting a call while you're on, say a video game. Like I get all the time with like audiobooks and like Spotify on my phone. Like it'll cut off when you get like a text message through or something.
Yeah.
It's like seriously, like I don't know how well it works and the priorities of the phone.
You'd have to disable it, wouldn't you? Like, if you're in the middle of a call with someone, you'd have to disable anyone trying to ring you.
Yeah, like it's a bit. I mean, it makes sense for the online, the like walking around outdoorsy stuff. I didn't think of that,
Yeah.
but it'd probably be nice to have a more stable option. But I don't know. It's like usual Nintendo. It's one step forward, two steps back.
We'll see, because it might end up being really good. But again, we don't know. Like, I'm not going to use it. I'll be honest. Like, I mean, if I want to play online, and most of the time I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah, I never want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't know online.
And
I'm playing a video game. I'm just trying to
I think-
argue the point.
I think Mark will probably be the only other person I know that has a Switch anyway. So, and most of the time you're around here. So
I don't really play online. I probably would if I knew enough
How
other
much
people.
was it
If I
again?
had more of a,
the cost.
Yeah, the online course.
We don't know yet. We're waiting for them to announce it.
if I had a big circle of friends who had
Switches.
Switches, I'd probably be interested in an online service, and I'd see part of the appeal of buying a Switch that would come in, that would
Yeah.
factor into it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't even factor into it at the moment. I'm excited enough by a new Nintendo console and the games and stuff. But like you said, you're probably the only person I can think of that is going to have a Switch.
Yeah.
Certainly straight away anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm not much of an online gamer. Like you said about, I played Brawl just because it was there, and I was like, wow, this does not work online.
Yeah.
I played like 1 or 2 matches, and I was like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I haven't really played any other online games on a Nintendo console. And I mean, I've downloaded stuff for the Virtual Console on the Wii, which involves obviously connecting to the internet.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's handy because that's how I played like Super Metroid and Link to the Past and all these classic games that I now love. And I've also got Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario Brothers and all this stuff, like just from firing up my one Wii console, which is great. I love that. Downloading old games is awesome. But I've never been much of an online gamer in terms of like new software, so
Yeah.
I don't have too much to add. But maybe if it's really good, maybe me and you will end up playing something online.
We'll have to see, won't we?
But I'll probably just end up coming around and we'll play it in the same room.
Yeah, without any lag or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to say, really. We don't really know the specs. You
Yeah.
know how well it's going to work. Or I think the whole SNES library thing is more of an insult than it is like an actual, like, it's like seriously, like
At this point as well, with the Wii and the Wii U.
PlayStation.
Yeah, everyone's already had it,
PlayStation
like,
did
access
this
to that.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
And if you're going to make people do that, then you wonder why people would just emulate this stuff.
I mean,
It's like, give them GameCube games, give them
stuff that we actually want.
64, just give them like a library.
Yeah.
Like, NES and SNES should just be a free online library that comes with a subscription.
Yeah, I agree.
And
with
like give them like a 64 or like GameCube game or something like that. Like once a month you can like select from a list and you just have that game. Like just do what PlayStation 3 did.
that. Yeah, same on PS4
Like,
as well.
I don't see what the problem is. That was a really good model. Maybe you should just copy that.
Yeah.
'Cause everyone really liked that model.
It is baffling because
Don't get it. It's like you're not like you're gonna so they cut into our sales of like Mario 64 or something. It's like I don't really see what the problem is here.
if you're not going to go that far, at least be like you're going to give people 10 games, maybe 5 NES, 5 SNES every month. Don't give us one, because one you can do better than that.
Quite insulting.
But it is like
One SNES game's like that's like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, or expand it. Maybe you start off and you go, right, here's 10 games, right? Maybe next I keep adding to that library, and every week it's like 10 new games. So when you are subscribed, the thing's constantly growing. Like that would be an okay model, because that means you've always got. You might switch on your Switch and be like, oh, let's check out the new old games that have been added. Oh, cool, they've added something that I haven't played in years, and like I think as long as you're subscribed to it, just keep adding, but make sure it's a reasonable amount. There's no reason they can't, for at least the first couple of years, add 5 SNES games for every week, or at least every couple of weeks. It's like they've got the library there.
Do we know if there's going to be any backwards compatibility?
No, none at all.
No?
No, because the format they're using is cartridges for this console.
Right. Okay. Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's all cartridge based.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see why they can't, put some. They could probably put like Wii and Wii U games on the eShop or whatever they end up having. They
Yeah.
could potentially have stuff like that, but yeah, it's a weird. I want to know more about the online service before I really judge it. It could, if Nintendo get their shit together and actually have proper dedicated servers, and they make stuff play like Splatoon did, like that quality is good,
Yeah.
and all things like that, fine, I'll happily pay for that. But this whole giving a free game away a month needs to be better than have a free NES or SNES game. You need to make it, if you're going to do it, make it N64 GameCube, or you give way more away, or you give them people significant discounts on these games. I'm talking like you can get it for £1 type discounts. Like, if I'm going to subscribe to something, I want these games cheap. If I'm
To
not
be
going to
honest,
subscribe, then sure,
If I'm
whatever.
subscribing to something and someone was like, oh yeah, don't give me £1 for Mario, I think I'll freaking laugh in their face. It's Smash Brothers. Like, what? You want me to pay for like a NES game?
This is
Like,
the thing,
more than
people
a
like
quid.
expect way too much these days. Isn't it?
It's also it's electric download. It's not like I'm asking someone to like build me a cartridge and give it to me.
Not too much, but I mean,
It's
we've got a level of
It's
expectation.
literally like how many megabytes is this download? And it's not like they haven't done it before. It's not like they like, oh crap, we need to go back to the NES technology and reformat this. They did like every console. You can probably get these same NES and SNES library. They're like, oh, you get to have one of these a month. It'd be the ones they've already ported to Wii, already ported to Wii U. I'm fairly certain they could probably port the Wii U ones to the new console to Switch. And you expect people to like pay like £5 or £6 for like a NES game after you've already bought it on 2 other consoles. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know. And then you say, oh, but it's fine, you get to rent one for a month. And I know Nintendo's all about their retroness. Like, hey, remember just having one game to play on your NES for a month before you're allowed to be bought another thing, when you get to relive that? Like,
I'm sure there are people that are going to buy a Switch who never
Yeah.
had a Wii U and didn't download the
Yeah.
old games, so that's what it's for, basically. Like, people that
Yeah.
never did actually end up downloading those games.
So tight. It's almost an insult. It's like someone giving you like a 1p. It's like,
But what happens if it's something like Ice Climber, which isn't a good game? And they're like, this month you get Ice Climber for free. It's like, oh no.
I never played that game.
It's not good. I mean, if they give away stuff that's actually good,
this NES the Barbie game that's like unplayable.
Oh.
And like Home Alone, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh great, I'm going to try and beat this one like first level again like I did as a child.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
ridiculously hard.
they need to. I think they need to. If you're going to subscribe to it, they need to be giving away free stuff on a regular basis. Like, give me like Mario All Stars or something. Like that's like 4 or 5 games in one. Boom.
You got to give them enough to warrant the money. Like,
Yeah.
take out the online connectivity because that is just what every laptop can do nowadays. Like, you got to make the subscription fee seem worth it for all the benefits you get from it. Which is why PlayStation did so well. Yeah, I'm paying every month to like use this stuff, but like now I get to have I get to choose a game every month. Like, just have. It's kind of worth it spending this like £15 a month, whatever it was. Like,
I hope the cost of this is not more than £10 a month. Because if it's more than that, then I'm on the fence at that point. 'cause,
yeah.
I think most people would be turned off if it's much more than that.
yeah, I think if the Nintendo want to have subscribers and they overdo it annually, so it's like £40 like Xbox Live used to be. I don't know what it is now, or you make it between £5 and £7.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, nowadays everyone's got so many monthly subscriptions. Like, there's
Yeah.
your Netflix, your Spotify, your
Amazon.
Audible, your Amazon, like Hulu if you got that, like
Food boxes, Loot Crate, you know.
yeah, fucking HBO.
Yeah.
Like, so many monthly
Stars.
subscriptions already. It's like that's just like another thing which you didn't really have in the past. Like
It's got to be worth it, isn't it?
everything's got to get your money now, and you got to compete with the likes of their functionality and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember going to Blockbusters and renting a game for like 2 days?
I never did that.
Oh,
Never
so
did
good.
that. Never did
I
that.
did that all the time. Like, most weekends, we'd go there on the Friday night and choose something.
Yeah.
Then take it back on Sunday.
I think that's most of the things we've covered there. All in all, I just want to go around and
I think we've been quite thorough.
yeah, we've definitely stated like we've done games, we've done tech. We may have missed something. Who knows? By this point, there's probably announced more
It
games.
probably
coming
wasn't
out.
that important.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
It's been quite a while,
yeah,
as in, we've been talking a lot.
yeah. as we do. So I'm just gonna get your like final impressions and stuff like that. Like you had your initial impression and stuff. We've talked a lot about this. Just final like either hopes or just expectations or what you know. We'll start with you, Mr. Mark. Like,
Because I am going to wait. I know this sounds bad for considering I'm a Zelda fan, but I am going to wait until reviews come out for Breath of the Wild before I make any immediate moves
yeah,
on the Switch. And I'm hoping that the reviews are going to be raving about it, saying it's like one of the best games ever made or something. And that will make me joyously happy. So that is one of my main hopes. I hope that Odyssey is awesome, because I know we've not seen it all yet, but I've been a bit like, ooh, Sandbox Mario?
no, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, but I hope it works really well. I hope it like blows everyone's minds, and I'm just really hopeful for the games being great. Really, too bothered about the online service or motion
Yeah.
games kind of stuff. They'll be good, but I just hope that the portability works really well. When you lift it out of the dock, it looks as smooth as it does in the advert.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I'm sure it will, and that will really appeal to me.
Sit
Playing
there.
Mario or Zelda or even Skyrim, which I've really played before,
Yeah.
playing that on the go, I think that will really, people will really like that. I think that's going to work really well.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm excited about. So yeah,
Sweet.
portable console games and just having a decent kind of core games like Zelda, the new Mario, and I don't know, Bomberman. Hopefully that'll be sweet.
Yeah, let's hope.
And yeah, I haven't mentioned it yet, but hopefully there'll be a new Metroid as well.
Oh,
yeah.
God, I hope
because it's been a while. So
F-Zero.
F-Zero and Metroid are my two biggest hopes with this console.
yeah.
But we'll get onto that another time. But that definitely. Mr. Fruity Sabo, like, I know you obviously like you're not the biggest console person anymore, but
Yeah.
you
Since my PS3, that was a while ago.
yeah.
Yeah, like pretty much the same as what I said at the before. At the before.
Oh
What
dear.
I was saying at the beginning of this.
At the before times.
Back in the at the before times. Yeah, like so before, like I'm kind of neutral. Like I think it looks good. The tech looks very good. I hope Nintendo don't be Nintendo and shove it down every developer's throat. Like it's useful for certain things, but I hope they don't make a mad push for stuff. I think the online stuff, it needs some work. I think that's my main bugbear is the online subscription thing in general. I'm not super into novel. I like novelty games like WarioWare and that, but I don't think the 1, 2, 3,
1, 2 Switch.
1, 2 Switch. That's it.
Terrible name for it.
And like stuff like that. It's like, yeah, it's kind of just there because it's the beginning of the console, really. I'm super looking forward to Zelda and Mario. I think they both seem good and interesting. I like the direction they're going. I hope it can get more third-party developers than the Wii U could, because, you know, having a buoyant console market helps everyone, and like the more developers they can get to their console, the more they can sell.
I feel like they will.
Like, you know, no one wants to see Nintendo go under. Like, no one wants this to happen.
It's just them, but it's making it harder for themselves, isn't they? Really?
Yeah.
Nintendo aren't
Well,
going to go under.
Like, I mean, they do end up just like, you know, starting to bury themselves every now and then. You have to drag them back up, but yeah, I think it's promising. Like, gonna get on top of the, you know, not gonna get on aboard the hype train at the moment,
Fair
but
point.
I think it's a good start.
Yeah, I mean, to your point about Nintendo, no one seems to go under. The thing is with Nintendo is they do make it hard for themselves, but from what they've said and what I've heard and watched things at the moment, it's apparently a lot of indie developers and a lot of other developers said it's actually really easy to develop for, unlike the Wii U with some of that industry. Like the Wii U had some stuff that was good for, but this apparently is very easy to develop games from. And I remember reading an article about the guy from CD Projekt Red. He said a bunch of really positive things about it. There's a guy from Ubisoft that said a bunch of positive things about it. So with any luck, you know...
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, hopefully it will go well.
I think it's no thing that I do love Nintendo. I probably do come under a fanboy. I do try to keep my expectations more realistic and tempered than I used to do. I am excited for this machine, but you know, I've got my reservations. The online stuff we need more information about it. We need to have some idea, because if Nintendo gets that right, if they actually get it right, then it's going to be worth the money. And if they can do stuff where, you know, they can, like, we've got this new Nintendo account stuff now. If they can link it with these systems, or all the systems and beyond, where I do finally buy stuff and I don't have to buy it again, they're going to be onto a winner. So let's hope that all works out. But I'm mostly excited for getting my hands on the actual console itself. There's something fun when you get a brand new console and then you first get to hold it. Zelda Bomberman, I'm really excited for. Like, everything I've seen on those games. I know Bomberman looks a bit cheap, but the gameplay's there, and that's what matters.
I really
to me.
need to watch the trailer.
Yeah, like honestly, it looks like I love Super Bomberman on the SNES. Me and my brother used to play it to death. I love that game. This looks more of that, like an updated version. I don't care really what it looks like. I'm not a graphics person, so I love this. And Zelda, just like before I said, I've never been excited for an Zelda game like I have like this. Like this blew my mind. I was last E3. I was disappointed that they were literally showing that off, and then I saw it and I was like, I can understand why now. Like,
yeah.
So with Zelda this year, Splatoon 2, Mario. Hopefully, you know, I might finally pick up Skyrim. Like there's games for me personally. I think this is a good looking set of games. Hopefully more stuff to be announced. Obviously, really good indie games coming to it. Minecraft's coming to it. Shovel Knight. Other really, really, really good indie games. So for me, there's a lot of stuff there that I want to get my hands on and buy. And now I can sit in my bed and play these games. So I'm happy. Yeah. So I think that's it from all of us. My voice is starting to go. We've been talking for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes.
Run out of words.
Yeah, we're done. I think we've covered all the bases. So that's it from us.
Joy-Con to the max.
Oh, Joy-Con to the max. One of those twos. But thank you very much for listening, and we'll be coming back at you very soon with some more stuff, hopefully.
Time to switch off.